After getting dumped, I drowned my sorrows in a blur of cheap vodka and bad decisions. The next morning, I woke up in my boss's arms, transformed into his pampered, stubby-legged cat. And here's the kicker. My tall, gorgeous, filthy-rich boss? He's the guy my ex's precious, white moonlight has been pining after for years and never snagged. Rounding up the food chain, I just clawed my way to the top. I must have still been drunk, because when my eyes fluttered open, I was greeted by the most breathtaking sight. My boss's sleeping face, chiseled and serene, a mere whisper away, 0.00001 centimeters if I'm being precise. His features were a study in perfection, cool, detached brows, a sharp nose, skin so pale it practically glowed. And oh, that collarbone, peeking out like a tease from under his shirt. I'd hit the jackpot. My dreamboat had upgraded from SpongeBob SquarePants to the man who signed my paychecks. Everett Kane, my dashing, loaded boss, was a walking paradox, refined and bookish in looks, but a ruthless taskmaster at work. In the 3 years he'd ruled our company, he'd wrung us dry until we were gasping for air. Why hadn't I quit? Not just because he was eye candy, strike that. It was the fat stacks of cash he doled out. A girl's got bills. Staring at his flawless face and lean, sculpted frame, a reckless spark ignited in me. If this was a dream, what was the harm in a little touch? I swallowed hard, my hand trembling as I reached for the loose collar of his shirt. And then, there it was, planted on his pale chest, a fluffy, chubby paw with pink pads. My paw. Wait, what the? I'd turned into a cat. It took me a solid 30 minutes to process that I'd become Everett's prized Napoleon shortleg, a pint-sized bundle of fur he adored. I vaguely remembered him nursing this cat through a fever once, camping out at the vet for 2 days. Back then, I joked I'd go vegan for a decade to trade places with that cat. Now here I was, living the dream, and my first thought was, oh crap, my project proposal's due tomorrow. Everett's gonna skin me alive. Just then, he stirred beside me. Before I could react, his arm scooped me up, my forepaws pressed against his chest in a full-on cuddle. His long lashes fluttered, eyes still closed, as his slender fingers scratched under my chin. My heart launched into orbit. Oh my God, this is bliss. I'd take a scolding tomorrow for this. His touch was tender, his sleep shirt carrying a faint whiff of lavender body wash. I melted, purring contentedly, my little tail flicking with glee. But my joyride hit a snag when he pinned my tail down with a firm hand. I squirmed into a cozier spot, only to feel those elegant fingers clamp onto my scruff, lifting me up. His voice, lazy and husky, purred, "What are you up to?" I froze, then realized I'd sprawled across his neck like a furry chokehold. Panicking, I mustered my best innocent kitten stare, wide-eyed and guilt-free. "Help!" Everett blinked groggily, squinting at me. His thin lips parted, delivering a chilly verdict. No more sleeping on the bed. What? Day 1 as a cat, and my VIP snuggle privileges were revoked. After a day of strutting around Everett's swanky apartment like I owned it, I woke the next morning back in my own messy studio, surrounded by familiar chaos, crumpled clothes, takeout boxes, and a stack of unfinished work. Reality hit like a thunderclap. My proposal. It's not done. I threw on whatever wasn't wrinkled and bolted for the office, visions of Everett's icy glare looming over me. I could already hear him at the meeting, finger jabbing the air. "Where's your draft, Juniper? Juniper, why the rush?" A smarmy voice interrupted my sprint. Parker Tate, my sleazy ex, sidled up, blocking my path with his usual shameless grin. I didn't have time for this. Sidestepping him, I snapped, "Parker, get lost before I lose it. I'm busy, no games." "Whoa, someone's cranky," he taunted, smirking. "Guess life post-breakup isn't treating you well. Makes sense, you'll never top me." I laughed, sharp and bitter. "Top you? Parker, if I whistle, 100 hot guys line up calling me queen. You're just a toad who thinks he's a prince." His face soured, clearly unprepared for my venom. For 2 weeks, I'd played the sweet, patient girlfriend, swallowing his nonsense. He'd never seen me unleashed. "Juniper, it's been days since we split. How'd you fall so far? You used to be classy." I messed up, sure, but love's not a choice. "Stop," I cut him off, rolling my eyes. "Spare me your garbage. I can't stomach another word." He flinched as I laid into him. 1. You chased me for 2 years, and I only said yes at that party because I was drunk and mistook you for Chris Hemsworth. I regretted it the second I sobered up, should have dumped you sooner, but I pitied you. 2. I dumped you. And since you're fine with humiliation, I'll shout it from the rooftops. You groveled at Sasha Reed's feet daily, licking her boots. Like a lapdog. Cheating's one thing, but dressing it up as some noble, white moonlight crap? Pathetic. Even the junk guy downstairs wouldn't touch you. 3. You think I'm pining over you? Get over yourself. I was pissed I even tried with you. Then you played wannabe Casanova. Newsflash. The night I ditched you, I hit the bar and hooked up with a ripped stud. 8 abs, 0 regrets. You didn't cross my mind once. Everett did have 8 abs. Not a lie. Parker, and a few gawking coworkers, stood stunned. I smirked, dusting off my hands, ready to strut away. Then a low, cool voice froze me in place. What's going on here? My spine chilled. Everett. I turned, trembling, to find him looming behind me, tall, impeccable in a tailored suit, his silver-rimmed glasses glinting with frost. Juniper Hale, is your presentation ready? 30 minutes later, I stood in Everett's office, head bowed like a scolded kid. He leaned back in his chair, sleeves rolled up, his icy stare piercing through me. Explain yourself, Juniper. Yesterday, I was his purring princess. Now, I was just Juniper. I scrambled. Mr. Kane, I'm so sorry. I was sick all weekend. I'll finish it today, I swear. Sick? He smirked. Not living it up at the bar? He'd heard everything. I was toast. No. I made that up. I was bedridden, honest. He arched a brow. Feeling better now? Why yes, much better. So tonight, you're off to charm those 108 guys? Kill me now. How much had he overheard? I fidgeted, blushing. Not that many. So there are some? His tone made me feel like I'd been caught embezzling. No. Work's my only love, I swear. He tapped the chair arm, then relented. Good. Keep your personal life out of the office. And tone down the bragging. Yes, sir, I mumbled. Dignity in tatters. Thoughts on the proposal? He removed his glasses, massaging his nose bridge with those elegant fingers I'd felt on my fur yesterday, warm, electric. I zoned out, mesmerized, until he snapped, Juniper, focus. Right. I launched into my ideas, gleaned from a day of feline espionage at his place, peeking at his books, eavesdropping on calls. His fingers drummed lightly, a sign he was pleased. Finally, he nodded, a rare smile tugging his lips. Solid. Can you finish by tomorrow? Absolutely. I bobbed my head like a maniac. Great. Tomorrow night, you're with me at a dinner. Huh. No way. Sasha Reed, Parker's new obsession, burst in, all sleek black suit and clicking heels. She'd been lurking outside, catching my every word. She jabbed a finger at me, teary-eyed. Everett, why her? I've loved you forever. Why can't I even stand by your side? What did I do? I just wanted dinner, not drama. Everett's voice turned velvet-edged, dangerous. Do I need your permission to choose my company? Sasha shrank. He twirled a pen lazily. Barging in unannounced, that's your brother's well-mannered sister? Slacking off, chasing distractions, that's your exceptional talent. His gaze pinned her, soft but lethal. If you can't hack it, leave. We don't keep deadweight. Sasha's eyes welled up, tears clinging to her lashes. Everett, you really think that? I fuss over you daily, made you breakfast this morning, cut my hand. She offered a coffee cup, flashing a healed nick. Smart, she was playing the pity card. But Everett wasn't buying. What, should I swoon and propose? He deadpanned. No, No need. I could have 100 women fawning over me if I wanted. You're not special. Wait, that sounded familiar. I glanced at him. He shot me a sly look. Focus on work, he continued. My secretary handles the rest, or I'll call your brother to fetch you. Please, don't send me away. Sasha sniffled. I'll do better. We'll see. She nodded, then chirped, Can I get you fresh coffee? No. Juniper will. You, report your progress. I blinked. Me? Didn't he just say? Back with the coffee, Sasha was stumbling through her update, red-faced. Everett's eyes screamed restrained agony. I snorted, then choked it into a shrill whistle when he glared. Sasha snapped, funny. Sorry, happy memory, I wheezed. She sneered at my iced, cinnamon-dusted, frosted latte next to her dainty cup. So quirky, Juniper. Just like you. Before she could dig deeper, Everett grabbed my monstrosity, sipped, and mused, quite unique. Sasha gaped as he took another sip. I smirked later, teasing, guess it's the barista. Her jaw nearly hit the floor. That night, I was a cat again, grooming on a scratching post. Everett lounged in white loungewear, hair soft over his brow, looking like a big, cozy feline himself. Dottie Seymour. It took me a beat to realize that was me. I waddled over, awkwardly rubbing his hand. He kept reading, petting me absently. I meowed. He grinned. Hungry. 5 minutes later, I eyed a bowl of dark kibble, drooling despite myself. He chuckled, and I scarfed it down, smacking my lips in shame. So good. Then he scooped me up. Bath time. Bath? My human dignity screamed. No belly exposure. I clawed at him, yelling. He dangled a rubber duck, my favorite cooing look, Dottie. Quack quack. His stern face turned goofy, and I almost melted. Almost. Unmoved, I glared until he waved a salmon treat like a wicked stepmother. I caved, munching tearfully as he scrubbed me with meticulous care. Post-bath, he plopped me in the cat bed, lecturing me sternly. The second he left, I leapt onto his bed, rolling in his scent, catnip incarnate. Later, craving that leftover treat, I padded to the bathroom. Steam clouded the air as Everett showered, water tracing his lean back. I gawked, then he turned. Panicking, I bolted, slamming into the door with a clang, yelling in pain. Our eyes locked, his neck flushed, fist clenched. His stare screamed, my cat's a pervert. Next day, reporting to Everett, he was a storm cloud, brooding, probably over his daughter's indiscretion. I waved. You listening? I'm not deaf, he grumbled, tossing his phone aside. Then, hesitantly, if you had a gorgeous, round-faced, pink-pawed, glossy-furred, blue-eyed Napoleon shortleg, would you neuter her? My phantom ovaries twinged. No way. That's monstrous. He nodded, then squinted. What did you say? Nothing. I beamed. Cat troubles? I've had one just like her. I'm an expert. You too. He frowned. Where's yours? Dead, I lied, crocodile tears flowing. Spaying broke her spirit. He paused, then confessed, mine's acting weird. She watched my friend shower. And drooled. I cringed. Been there. It's normal. I bluffed. My cat did that, I watched my friend, He stared, trust evaporating. I pivoted. She's lonely. Been neglecting her. His glasses glinted thoughtfully. Like banning her from my bed? Bingo. Exactly. She's tiny, helpless. Give her love. Got it, he softened. Then, oddly, if a girl loves cats, would she like cute cat pics on social media? Duh, who doesn't? What if she doesn't? Then the cat, or its owner, must be hideous. His pen clattered. Get out, he said, ice cold. That afternoon, a text pinged. Busy today. Send your address. Lee will pick you up. The sender's profile? A moon icon and cat pics. Everett's private number. When did I add him? I checked permissions. He could see my rants about him. Then it clicked, his earlier question. I dissed his cat or him. Oops. Grinning maniacally, I sent my location, gushing, your cat's adorable, just like you. Forgot to like the pics. Fixing that now. He typed forever, then sent a voice note. Driving. Another followed. I just opened my posts to you. Face bomb. I'd been caught. But you can like Dottie's pics now, he teased. Thanks, I replied, accidentally sending a meme. A grumpy cat thinking, this idiot, while grinning, haha, cool. I yanked it back, praying he missed it. Too late. That cat's you, he drawled. He waited outside my place, cigarette dangling, suit jacket slung aside. Smoke curled around him, his shirt unbuttoned low, exuding rogue charm. Spotting me, he stubbed the cig, eyeing my glitzy dress with a smirk. That's your outfit? What's wrong with it? I huffed, flaunting my tassels. Wear this. He draped his jacket over me, nearly ripping my strap. I glared. He ignored me, buttoning it up. The dress, low-cut and flashy, peeked through, somehow sexier now. His gaze flickered, then darkened. Fix it yourself, he muttered, turning away. We entered a sleek venue, stopping at a private room. Nervous? He asked. Overdressed. I winced, my outfit screaming amidst the muted decor. You think? A blonde guy poked out, muttering, "Who's stolen Everett's heart?" Our eyes met. I waved awkwardly. "Hi." "Wow," he yelped, drawing every gaze. I glowed like a disco ball among their chic restraint. "Wrong room," I blurted, fleeing. Everett grabbed me. "It's here." "Let me go, my legs are numb." "Need a lift." His breath grazed my ear, husky and close. I caved, sitting under a barrage of stares. "Old friends," he said, easing beside me. "Relax." "I'm a lightweight," I warned. "Scared I'll take advantage?" He grinned. "Too much tonight." "You're too pretty to trust," I quipped. Blondie winked at the crowd. "Look at Everett, smitten." Laughter erupted. A tan woman whispered they bet a Range Rover he'd stay single past 30. Time's ticking. Everett slid me the menu. "Order." "They're teasing." "First girl he's brought," she added. I blushed, buried in the menu. Post-dinner, games began. Everett stepped out for a call, leaving me to fend off their mischief. I dominated, unscathed while they floundered. "Juniper, chill." Tan lady slurred. "Swap her for Everett, he's a game disaster." "Make M kiss." Everett strolled in, smirking. "Sure, I'm in." Right now, I'm dead certain Everett Kane's just trying to cop a feel. Not that I'd be losing out. Let's be real, but ladies, take note. Never let a guy taste the honey too soon. So I proposed a game, banking on my genius brain to save his sorry hide. Big mistake. Everett lost the first few rounds spectacularly. I glared at the table of smirking hyenas, Tanika, Blondie, the whole crew, fists clenched. I'd been played. "Drink or dare?" Tanika grinned, eyebrows dancing. I balled my fists tighter, ready to dodge, but Everett's long arms stretched out. His pale fingertips grazed the wineglass, then he flicked his gaze to me, a teasing, sidelong look. I played dead. He smirked, tipped his head back, and down the glass in one smooth gulp, his Adam's apple bobbing hypnotically. Part of me cheered, part of me sulked. What gives? 3 glasses later, he reached for a fourth. Tanika swooped in, snagging his wrist. "Easy, hero. We know your limit, and we're not really making you kiss your little sidekick." Everett's eyes locked on mine, and he licked his lips, deliberate, suggestive. He was tipsy now, his cool pallor flushed pink, shirt unbuttoned to the third notch, exposing a neck so white it practically glowed. My throat went dry. I ducked my head, slurping my soda to escape that stare. "No need," he drawled, voice dripping with mischief. "Wouldn't want to spook the scaredy cat." This guy. On his 7th grab, I seized his hand, feigning nonchalance as I eyed the crowd. "There it is. We're adults, we can handle it." Truth? I couldn't. If Tanika hadn't nixed the kiss idea, I'd have let him drink himself into a drooling mess. "Love that fire, Juniper." Tanika's brows shot up, her grin turning sly. "Dare's on hold, I'll hit you with it later." That's addictive. The more we played, the wilder we lost. I finally threw up my hands. "Work tomorrow, let's call it." "Fine," Tanika chirped, but time to settle up. She tilted her head, smirking at us. "How about a task for Everett? Let's see if he can charm his little colleague into kissing him, willingly." Everett froze. I jolted. What kind of diabolical plot was this? Everett seducing me? Outrageous. Okay, thrilling. But no way was this prim, self-respecting gal falling for it. Even if he strutted like a peacock, I'd wait. Why's he so close? In the dim amber light, Everett's face was pure temptation, those peach blossom eyes sparkling like stars, locking onto mine with a slow, deliberate lean. Did he chug fake booze? I lurched back, half sinking into the couch like a spooked bunny. He braced a hand on the sofa, one knee bending as he loomed over me, caging me in with overwhelming presence. I gulped, pathetic, I know, as his jawline hovered inches away. His voice rasped, low and hooked. "Juniper Hale, you sure you don't want to kiss me?" "Mr. Kane, you're drunk. If you don't, they won't let us off tonight." His tone was leisurely, amused, like he wasn't the one trapped. "Snap out of it," I stammered. "I'm Juniper, the one who stunk up your private elevator with a pancake burrito on day 1, who raided your coffee stash for a month thinking it was communal." He gritted out, a hint of teeth. "Oh." I nudged his shoulder. "Maybe, get up?" His arm slipped, and suddenly his warm breath grazed my neck. Someone's jacket, whose, flopped over our heads. "Shy," he murmured, the crowd's hoots muffled in our dark bubble. His eyes gleamed, breath tickling my ear. "Kiss me now." I opened my mouth, anything to break the spell, but my breaths quickened instead. He leaned closer. I dodged, and a loud smack echoed. Awkward, electric, dangerous. He'd kissed his own hand. In the shadows, his gaze was wicked, playful, kissing his hand again, the sound tricking my brain into feeling it on my lips. He choked me. You pervert, I hissed. His finger brushed my lips, lingering as he chuckled. Just borrowing. No way. Fine, pay raise. I flipped. Oh, go ahead then. He laughed again. The jacket lifted, and I shoved him off, gasping for air. He straightened casually, lips smeared with borrowed red, extending a hand. Juniper, take me home. I avoided his eyes, scrambling up on my own. This man's a hurricane when he cuts loose. Heart pounding, I turned a 30-minute drive into 2 hours, terrified of crashing or combusting. By the time we reached Everett's sleek townhouse, it was past midnight. I unbuckled and opened his door, but he was slumped over, dead asleep. Mr. Kane, wake up, we're here. Nothing. I pinched his waist, yelling, Mr. Kane, home. His brows twitched, eyes cracking open in a bleary, what now, stare. Where's that no driver? You take me energy now, huh? Sighing, I hauled his arm over my shoulder, dragging his dead weight inside. Holy crap, he's heavy. This dainty damsel wasn't built for this. Luckily, drunk Everett was docile, no tantrums, just a dazed lump. Password? I panted. Call me Fishy, he slurred. All right, Fishy password? Say, Fishy, what's your password? Fishy, what's your password? Guess. Your birthday. Nope. Birthday's July 5th, 0705. Password's 0701. Got it. The door clicked open. I propped him up, but he blocked me, whining, you didn't guess right. Thinking fast, I shoved him inside. Gotta go. He grabbed my wrist, head drooping, eyes pitiful and red-rimmed. Can you not leave? Damn, how's he this cute drunk? I couldn't abandon this goof. Fine, charity points. As I bustled around his place, he squinted. You've been here before? My spine iced. Is he sober? I peeked. Nah, still a drooling mess. Wiping his face, I bluffed, I'm a fairy, know everything. Then why not the password? He blinked owlishly. Is he onto me? Fairy stuff, mind your business. Finally coaxing him to bed, I crashed on the couch until a green flash zipped into his room. Ghost? Flashlight in hand, I crept closer. There, burrowing into his covers, was that clingy short-legged cat. Oh, right, the cat. Bed hog, huh? She meowed sweetly at me, melting my heart. I reached to pet her, and bam, I was a cat again. My stubby legs froze me in horror. Worse, the real cat in my body was scrambling onto Everett's bed. No! I grabbed my ankle, but she swatted me into the sheets. A flailing paw nailed Everett's face. He grunted, locking me in a chokehold against the pillow without waking. I watched helplessly as I snuggled into his chest, cozy as heck. This is a nightmare. Next morning, I woke in bed human, thank God, 30 minutes late. No time to wonder who killed my alarm. The culprit cat snoozed beside me, smug as ever. I couldn't fathom the cozy trio we'd made, my feet likely tangled around Everett's waist, his hand on my rear. Perfect. Outside was Schrodinger's. Everett opened the door, and I'd face life or death. Stalling in the bathroom, full attendance bonus guilt dragged me out. There he was, suited up at the breakfast table, calmly munching. I spied my beloved pancake burrito. 5 minutes, he said coolly. So aloof. How could he act like nothing happened? Did he not care I'd slept beside him? Was he some serial bedsharer? No accountability. Typical sleaze. For minutes. Coming. I plopped down, spied eating my burrito. He wiped his mouth elegantly. Slow down. You said 4 minutes. I meant you could sleep 5 more, I'd wake you. Huh? This from the time is money, tardiness is theft tyrant? Clothes are in the closet, Lynn dropped them off. Lynn? Oh no. You didn't tell her I stayed over, right? Just asked for your size. Same difference. The office grapevine would explode. Don't hug so tight next time, he added breezily. My waist's bruised. Next time. Oh, and he tapped his cheek. You scratched my face. Out the door, I waved cheerily. See ya, Mr. Kane. Together, he called. Nope, hard but can't handle soft seats. You squat drove before? Yep. He smirked. 2 miles to the subway, you'll miss full attendance. Jerk. And that raise you promised Lynn, right? Need a ride, Mr. Kane? I flashed all 8 teeth. He grinned. Juniper, if only your mouth softened like your backside. Excuse me? Flirting or fighting? Near the office, I nudged him. Drop me here, I need another burrito. More food. Growing girl, normal. You're grown enough, he quipped, eyeing me. Post-sleepover glow up? He let me out. I grabbed a burrito from a reluctant vendor, only to spot Everett still downstairs, elevator crowd buzzing. Gossip or bonus? Torture. Going somewhere? His voice cut through. Mr. Kane? Why were you still here? I beamed. Waiting. Sure, your private lift's on speed dial. My elevator dinged. I lunged. He grabbed me. Mine's coming, ride with me. Under prying eyes, I hissed, we're at work. I know. He stared at my burrito. None for me? Last one, sorry. Shared my bed, but not this? Loudly. Head swiveled. I shoved it at him, yelling, oops, forgot your order, Mr. Kane. He chuckled low. I want it now. Then eat. Under his smug gaze, I whispered, office later? Deal. He strutted in, triumphant. What a mess. At my desk, Mia pounced. Spill it, Juniper. You bagged Everett. Lynn's group chat blew up. Sasha's spreading trash about you seducing him for cash. As if. You'd scoff at money, right? Awkward. So, is he a 7 times a night machine? Nah, I deadpanned. Excavator. Phone buzzed, coffee and burrito in hand. I entered his office. Your breakfast, Mr. Kane. He set his pen down, peering over his glasses. Juniper. That electric stare nearly undid me. I steeled myself. Mr. Kane, I'll brew coffee, fetch food, but feeding you? Not my job. Extra fee, buddy. He blinked, caught off guard. I pressed on. Your antics today. Everyone's talking, mostly trashing me. It's a lot. His cool mask cracked. Sorry. I thought you knew how I felt, didn't mean to stress you. What do you feel? Juniper, I'm courting you. Firm, earnest, heart-flipping. I hid my glee, snapping, then court me right. I stormed out, grinning like a fool inside. Victory. Everett's mine. Gossip flew, me storming off, Everett chasing with worry. I was the office Cinderella now. Humming, I raided his coffee stash in the break room when Parker slinked up, hemming and hawing. Speak, I said, sipping. I heard you and Everett. Fact, not rumor. Opinions? You're amazing, Juniper, but don't use him to spite Sasha. She's innocent. I blinked, baffled. Parker, your ego's a skyscraper. Who'd chase Everett for you? He's prime rib. Every toad wants a bite. Don't get mad. You're used to being the star. With him, you might feel less. I laughed. Parker, know why I never liked you after 2 years? You loved your fantasy of me, perfect, dazzling, flawless. Never saw the real me, clumsy, forgetful, a mess after late nights. Everett's caught me drooling on my desk. At 3 a.m., fixed my screw-ups, ordered me food, bought me meds, stayed late tweaking drafts. His light's the last one on when I'm grinding. You? Blind to it all, lost in your self-pity. Wake up, then maybe someone will notice you. Phone buzzed. Mia's texts. He's here with 999 roses. Cheesy, but swoon-worthy. Like it? Everett offered the bouquet, his stern face tinged with bashfulness. It's fine, I sniffed, eyeing the coffee. That mine too. Yeah. A shy pause. Drove to get it. Whoa, coworkers gasped. An hour's drive for me? I've got one already, I teased. He sipped from my cup, right over my lip mark. Mine now. Whatever. I huffed. Later, his voice note purred. How do I tame a feisty kitten, Miss Hale? Lazy laughing. Wildcat? Mortifying. I sent a screenshot. How to calm an angry cat. Spend time. Buy clothes. Kiss. Hug. Lift. And tossed my phone, blushing. Teaching him to woo me? Shameless. He took it literally. As a cat, I found Everett reading The Little Mermaid to me, voice like a soothing tide. No one knew her name, but all felt her yearning. He closed the book, expectant. I wrestled a frilly maid outfit he'd stuffed me into. Meow meow meow. Pervert. You love it, he smirked, snapping a pic. Next step. Kiss, hug, lift. He frowned at his phone, hand hovering, then patting my back instead. What? I meowed coyly, twirling onto his lap, paw on his abs. Miss these. He yanked me off, stern. Dotty, no naughtiness. Trust shattered since the shower peep show? Also, he grimaced. You stepped in your poop. I'd have cried if cats could. My teary stare softened him. Not mad, he cooed, pinching my paw. I got you a mom. She's jealous, needs distance, given your record. Record? I swatted free. Mom? She's tricky when mad, he sighed, showing me our chat, my yowling video captioned, your trick worked. Idiot. See her tomorrow at work, impress her, he tapped my head. I meowed, sulking as we scrolled his phone full of my hideous old pics. Non-mainstream me, cringe galore. Why? I slunk to his bed. Sleep it off. Next day, the cat licked me awake, spiky tongue on my face. Wait, I don't own a cat. I bolted up, human again, the short leg exiled outside. So, you turn into my cat at night? Everett sat across, skeptical. Fair, he'd sooner believe I'd snuck in. Not always, I said. Like yesterday, you bathed her, read to her, showed her my pics. Hold up. His face reddened. You bugged my house? No. To prove it, I detailed my first cat visit. Enough, he barked, flustered. You heard everything last night? Every word, I grinned. So, all those pics, you've been crushing on me? I leaned close, whispering in his ear. A long time, huh? He squinted, husky. Too long. Then it clicked, college debate club. My bestie dragged me to auditions, hyping the gorgeous president. Everett, nerdy glasses, sharp tongue, untouchable vibe. I'd clashed. With him, sparks flying, silencing the room. Mid-break, he'd grunted, you're in. I'd thanked him, then bailed. Too prickly. We'd swapped numbers, forgotten over time. He'd seen it all. My thirsty posts about the cute short leg, guy next door, drunken grad rants about ruling a company, making hot guys grovel. Now, here we were, my past and present in his grip. And Parker, he asked. Oh, I miss him, I teased. His confession was perfection, vibe, setup, everything. Everett bit my earlobe, petty. That's it? Lucky punk. Wait, a wild thought hit. You planned it? Who else? He growled. I stepped away and he stole my thunder. I snorted. My rival hijacked my crush's setup and won? Hilarious. Tell you a secret, I whispered. He leaned in. That night, I didn't see Parker as Chris Hemsworth, I saw you. Sweet love had finally pounced on this sexy wildcat.